Hey, welcome to another episode of Truck Stop Stories, where we tell stories about crazy crap that's happened at truck stops or in trucking in general. This story goes way back. I wasn't there for this. It was 2006, I believe. Driver out in Ontario, California, parked there at one of the TAs. Now it's a Petro and a TA. Back in the day, it used to be two TAs, TA East, TA West. McMillan Road there. It's either exit 53 or 59, somewhere right in there off of I-10 in Ontario, California. But driver picked up a girl. Things went bad. Nobody knows exactly how the story went. They ended up finding the driver in his truck with his head cut off. I don't know if they ever caught the girl. From what I hear, they called her Angel Eyes, and she was trying to get back to El Paso. Another situation was out in Baltimore, Maryland. Driver picked up a girl. As she got into the truck, her boyfriend or pimp or whatever came in behind her, ended up shooting the driver in the head and taking everything he had. No, that was a pretty wild time there. I was around for that one. Probably about 2 years ago in Dubuque, Iowa, I believe it was. I was parked over in Walcott the night it happened, but we ended up hearing about it over there. They found a driver. He had been missing for a couple of days. His wife hadn't heard from him. Someone went out there to check on him. I don't know if it was the law or someone else with his company. But when they got there, he had been shot in the head in the front seat of his truck. He was just slumped over in between his seats. He was dead, of course. Man, you got to be careful in these truck stops. I'll tell you a little story about myself in Little Rock, Arkansas. I wasn't parked in North Little Rock. I was parked out off the loop at one of the little mom and pop truck stops there. It's been a while since I've been there. It's either a Shell station or an Exxon or something like that. But anyway, got up middle of the night, smoked a cigarette, couldn't sleep. And I sat there looking out the window, saw a driver down the way from me, and he was doing the same thing. Well, sat there smoking, and you notice movement at night because there's not a lot going on. Well, I look up, and he's got his window down. When I look up, a driver's coming, or not a driver, but a person's coming down the side of his truck. They jump up on his step and stuck a gun through the window right at his head. Pretty sure, robbing him or whatever. I immediately grabbed my phone, dialed 911. I figured that dude's dead. They're fixing to shoot him in the head and get in his truck and get whatever he's got. I also turned the lights on. I turned my headlights on so that thief or whoever would realize that someone else was awake and witnessing what was going on. As soon as I kicked my headlights on, he jumped down and took off. That driver said he was pretty scared. He didn't see the guy come down the side of his truck. That type of thing happens in truck stops a lot. One of the things that happened to another guy that was working for a company that I worked for at the time. Was out in Atlanta, Georgia there at the Petro. I think it's exit 4 off the loop, just north of I-20. Anyway, don't know how it happened, but he ended up in a car, ended up getting rolled. They robbed him, beat him up real bad, and just rolled him out of the car there right down the street from the truck stop. He did survive it. I think he got out of trucking though. Man, you got to be careful. Things can happen to you in one of these truck stops in a heartbeat. You got to remember it's perfect for a criminal. When the law starts looking for who killed you, they normally start looking at who knows you, who's around you. Kind of hard to figure that out. You're somewhere where you know nobody. It's literally a needle in a haystack trying to find out who it was that harmed you. So drivers back in the day used to stick together. Now it's not so much. You got a lot of depression and insecurity in trucking, so drivers tend to talk crap about each other more than help each other. So you can't always depend on that. Not only that, but most truck drivers are not all that tough, man. Pretty weak, to be honest with you. I've gotten into it with a few of them. I've gotten out of my truck. I've never, ever had one get out of their truck. I saw two drivers get into it in Amarillo, Texas one time. It looked more like a sumo match. They were just bumping into each other. You know, chest bumping each other. It looked goofy as hell. I remember somebody hollered out over the radio. One of them's scared and the other one's glad of it. And most truckers, you know, they look like they might do something. They ain't gonna do nothing, I promise you. They ain't gonna do nothing. So you gotta look out for yourself. You gotta be careful. If you save your money and you don't need out, you can have a lot of money on the road. But and these guys know that, so you put yourself at risk. But I'm gonna leave you with this story here. This one happened out in Dallas. Guess the driver picked up two girls gonna have a threesome or whatever. One girl had him distracted. While she had him distracted, the other girl stabbed him in the throat. Don't know how the guy survived, but he did. I was there for it, and I don't know what I was there for. He worked for a company I was working for at the time. They took off running. He ended up working his way out of his truck, fell down outside of his truck, blood going all over the place. Did witness all this. It was bad. I didn't even see the girls on the lot that night. Don't know where he got them at, or if he must have been one of the first trucks they came to. Don't know if they ever got anything from him, but you got to be careful, man. Got to pay attention to what's around you. All right, American truckers, y'all have a good one. Stay out of trouble. Stay safe. You see me out there on the road, pick up that CB. Give a little snap or a holler. That's my CB handle. Also, I'm going to be giving away $25. $25. All you got to do is like, subscribe to the video, and get a Cash App. If you've already got Cash App, put your Cash App, where people can send you money. Put that in the comments. And I'm going to be selecting one person to send $25 to. All right, good luck to y'all. Have a safe day.